Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome to more Stranded Alien Dawn, playing with Emmeline, Jack, Quinn, Rita, Grace, and Samantha, and... oh gosh, I already forgot how to pronounce your name. It's a mare, I think. Oh gosh. Hey, a bunch of aggressive animals. That'll distract from the fact that I can't remember how to say your name. It's gonna be fine. It's a bunch of bugs. Yeah, what else is no? That's actually great, because I was actually just thinking not too long ago, I really could use some more fuel. And the only way I can get more fuel right now is to extract out some grain cob or some insect meat, and I'm out of both. Wow, Gimli, that was a beautiful little awoo you just did there. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, if we can actually kill a bunch of insects, that means more fuel so I can finish some of my construction projects, including my new flamethrower, so I can flambe those same insects in the future. Or at least I would if I hadn't also taken down all of the walls over here. Uh-oh. Whoops. We should probably kill these before they become a threat. I seriously need to craft more of these sniper rifles. Gosh, they're so freaking good! Best thing in the game, bar none. Anyway, with that crisis averted, we do have some specific things I want to work on in this particular video. Since we do now have some basic defenses and stuff set up, we need to start looking a bit more toward the future. So we could go ahead and do a bunch more research, but we've already got most of the stuff that I care about with the exception of some additional rifles and maybe some better laser pikes and so on. These we will work on in a bit. Most importantly though, we did research the alien language, which means if we go to other tachyon sources, we might be able to detect something from some sort of an alien species that was here before. I don't totally know what that means, but it's going to be interesting. I also have not forgotten that we wanted to communicate with people in orbit of the planet, so I do want to set up an orbital antenna probably in this particular video and see if we can have conversations. And now that I actually am able to produce some electronics, this is a very reasonable thing to do. Are there any other researches that would make a big difference for us at this stage of the game? I mean, maybe first aid kits could be kind of a good thing to do, but I feel like we've already got enough that we've scavenged that I feel fairly good about that. Yeah, 89, I don't need to do this. Emergency rations is no. I think we agree that brewing is not going to be good enough. Distillation, guess you could take more grain cob and turn that into stuff, but like, I think in this game you're supposed to farm out a ridiculous amount of grain cob. I think that's something I'm kind of learning here. So maybe that's something we do, is we set up some pretty large grain cob farms just outside of the main base. I mean, it's outside of the walls, yeah, but I don't think that's going to be a problem per se. As long as we have enough food to survive in the event that we get laid under siege by some giganto bugs, I think we'll be fine. In the meantime, more grain cob, you know what? It's got to be a good thing. Let's go ahead and plant a lot more. I don't mean to make it sound like this game is completely running out of content, I just think we need to move on to the next stage. I don't know what kind of content we can expect once we get the orbital antenna up and running. Who can we talk to? How am I going to get back to civilization, right? These are the kinds of things we need to find out. So once we get this, I'm hoping the game reveals a lot more. I also know that there are some other updates that are coming down since the game is still in early access, so depending on how things go, we might very well find some more content is released upon us sometime fairly soon. Really need to get some additional dang CPU cores and stuff. That would be nice. Also, you know, more insect meat and stuff. Any bugs around that I can shoot? Yes, there are glutches. Go shoot these, get me some more oils, some more fats, and some more fuels. There we go, Rita. Thank you. Go ahead and get that all set up. Why are you wearing armored pants? You're not supposed to be doing any of that. What are these? Synthetic leggings? No, wait. Go wear some trousers. You're wearing out the good armor. Ugh. Anyway. I do want to send some more people on expeditions to the Tachyons. I kind of feel like Samantha might be a good choice for that. So we're going to set up some expeditions. We're going to go to a Tachyon source, and I am going to send Samantha. Off you go. Now that we know more about the alien language, maybe we find something cool over there. Okay, expedition complete. What do we find? The remains of an ancient terraforming machine. Oh, it seems that it has some control over the weather. What should we do? Trigger something awful or dismantle the machine. Right. Why would I want to set up a meteor rain or a toxic ashfall? I could see deliberately setting a cold snap or a heat wave during either winter or summer, you know, respectively, in order to equalize the temperatures a bit. I can get that. We could dismantle it. I mean, maybe we get something cool out of the arrangement. Or we could leave it for exactly those conditions. I think we'll just go ahead and dismantle it. But interesting to know, terraforming on this world probably explains a few things. This is a suspiciously habitable planet. Was that a meteor I just saw fall back there? Gosh dang it, Samantha, did you press the red button? If you press the red button, you're fired. What do we get out of the arrangement? Ooh, some electronics, some alloys, and a couple CPU cores and stuff. Okay. That actually does save me a lot of time. That's a pretty good haul. Wow, thunderstorm. Good thing we've got ourselves some lightning rods. Actually, that should be helping to recharge the batteries a little bit, which is excellent. Thank you. And here comes the antenna. Boom. Okay, so with this, I now need to have... I need 2 working antennas? 2 of them? And a radio, huh? Okay. There's the orbital radio. Sure. Another one of these dang antennas, though, and it costs a lot of power to do this. Ugh. I am not a fan. Not a fan of that at all. More aggressive animals already? That was quick, actually. And wow, there's a lot of them. Aggressive glutches and a whole bunch more bugs. And they're attacking a lot of the local wildlife, too. Great. Okay. Well, Jack, I think you know your calling in this one. We'll go start picking off the herd, so to speak. But yeah, these are getting larger and scarier. We could just pull back and try to let the traps do their thing. Yeah, took care of that, no problem. That's a lot more insect meat we can use for our food and for some more fuel and stuff, which is great, because I plan on doing a lot more expeditions. Plus some olphins and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, alright, there's a lot to do out over here, a lot to do. Do want to gather up a lot more things like ores and stuff. We're always struggling to get more metal alloys, and I really covet the fuel because not only can you make the armor out of it, not only can we do stuff for expeditions, but like I need more of these carbon nanotubes, dang it. More carbon nanotubes means we'll be able to start setting up some more of these wind turbines and get consistent power. Or at least somewhat consistent power. More options for power, and that's good enough. Railguns, if we can get more of these, right, using some carbon nanotubes plus these other things, what I could do is take Jack, Samantha, and maybe 1 or 2 other people, load them up with snipers, go find some of those alien nests, and knock them down. Then harvest them for a whole bunch more carbon nanotubes. Yeah, these guys right over here. It'd be fun to mine these things down. Self-destruct alert. Another one of those, huh? Okay. Last time we wanted to do this, it kind of disappeared too fast for us to do anything. We had like 1 day. So I'm going to try sending probably Samantha again. She's pretty smart. Hopefully that's going to work out. Let's send her and try to catch that before it disappears. Maybe something cool comes out of that. Okay, Samantha, what did you find? The entire area is littered with items from the weaponry deck. Okay, there's an automated voice of a self-destruct symbol. We have time to get 1 object. Pistol, pulse rifle, sniper. Unlock improved railgun snipers for research. How could I say no? Carbon armors would probably be great. Like, this is obviously to unlock a really good research, right? I mean, we could just grab weapons, but, like, getting a really good research would be nice. I feel like it's gotta be the snipers. Carbon armor is probably great compared to the synthetic we've got, but it'll basically take fuel regardless, probably a lot more of it, and I haven't had to use armor much up to this point. So let's learn how to make extremely good railgun snipers. These take, it looks like almost the same amount of resources actually, just some extra power cells and stuff. But if you can do this, yeah, improved sniper rifles. Holy crud. Research that. Oh, we had our first meltdown. That hasn't happened yet in the game. Samantha had a really bad mood after her expedition, did not have an opportunity to get it much higher up, and now she's apparently going on a drinking binge of all my wine. Honestly, as far as a breakdown goes, that seems acceptable. I can deal with that. You're just probably going to puke your guts up and have a headache in the morning, but that's fine. As long as you're not going around and breaking stuff or attacking people, I'll call that at least acceptable. Oh, and we've got a solar flare. Anything with a CPU core does not function. Now, that's interesting. Okay. So that includes such things as turrets and flamethrowers. Also, I assume things like, yep, my 3D printers and so on. And does that include my advanced research desk? I think it does. Yikes. Okay. Solar flares suck. What is this? Ancient alien ship. Hello. Did I miss this before, or was this always here? It might have been there, and in a new recording session, I missed it. Samantha, can you go check it out? What do we find? An automated distress message. The message tells the story of an ancient terraforming fleet that reached the planet many millennia ago. It is not clear what their objectives were, nor whether the fleet managed to complete them. I see nothing of further use. Okay. But she does get a new pleasure. She discovered an ancient civilization. Yeah, I'd feel pretty smart and pretty proud of myself if I discovered that too, so I don't blame you. Now I am going to go ahead and start crafting up a proper landing pad. This is something that supposedly we are going to need. Actually, I may be overdoing the size of this thing just a smidge, so I'll cut this down. But it needs to have some sort of a very strong floor support, so concrete is probably our best friend, which we're able to make over here at the furnace anytime we want. You just take some stone to bake it down a bit. Ugh, already time for more aggressive animals. I feel like they're happening more and more frequently now. Which makes sense. The game is supposed to, ramp up in difficulty, but if we're going to be having some malfunctions... Actually, no, it looks like the solar flare just ended in time, so the turrets are going to be back online. That's good, at least, in a pinch. Otherwise, that could be kind of disastrous. And so we got another one of those shooting stars. That should be easy enough for us to discover. Samantha, I think we should go ahead and send you off once again. Anything else I'm missing that's really exciting? No. Just debris, which, honestly, best to send Jack on those kinds of things. Anyone with a good physical skill. But, at the moment, nah, Jack's too invaluable getting stuff we need here. He's the only person who's really capable of doing some consistent mining and other physical activities. It's actually kind of a problem. Like, I really need another character who's going to be very good at basic physical activities. Quinn's the best backup I've got, but I kind of want to use him for some backup crafting and stuff as well. What do we find over here? An ore deposit from a meteorite. Actually, that would be fantastic. A lot of ore means I can just do some more consistent smelting, which I have been having a hard time keeping up on these alloys. We actually do use them up pretty darn quickly. Emmeline has maxed out her cooking skill. At least I think 10 is the maximum. We can double check some of that. Yes, it is. All right, she is indeed a master chef. So what's the difference in cost between a regular railgun and a 2.0? Actually looks like it's exactly double the cost, so it's not quite as neat of an upgrade as I thought. That said, even longer range, and it looks like slightly better hit chance and crit chance, which is pretty nice. Faster attack, too, so it's literally better in every way. Is it better to get one of these or two regular snipers? That's the real question when it comes to cost. I'll be honest, I'm inclined to think that it's better just to go ahead and get two more of these sniper rifles for now. I think I would rather do that. 2 snipers just means I can have 3 people out there killing all the ranged aliens so we can harvest all the carbon nanotubes. And once I have a huge excess of those materials, then we can go ahead and start crafting up the good stuff. By the way, I should now have a landing spot more or less taken care of. Let's have Quinn get out here and take care of it real quick. It shouldn't take any materials. And then we can do orbital communication. Boom, done. Okay, so let's go to the radio. And there is no spaceship detected. Dang it. All right. Well, when one appears, we'll be ready. Unexpected animal attack. Okay, we have anomalous animal behavior. They're acting weird. It's possible our radio waves have disturbed them. Uh-huh. So whenever the radio is on, we are more likely to get randomly attacked. Well, that ain't good. Well, we're about to find out just how effective some of these traps and stuff really are. There go the turrets doing their thing, and yep, that's working pretty well. Okay, good news. Turrets work. Turrets work really, really well. We're going to be fine from these kinds of small attacks, but this does concern me for the whole, like, using a radio thing to call for help. Like, do I really just need to, like, leave this on all the time to try and detect a ship? One thing I can definitely tell you is that these orbital's antennas are going to drain a ridiculous amount of power. Shoot, okay. But we want to detect signals from spaceships. So it does seem kind of important that we keep this going. It just means I need so much more power. The tachyon source I just discovered apparently has a CPU to brain interface. Well, that's convenient. Construction, crafting, cooking, farming. You know what, Samantha? Go ahead and learn how to do some, farming. I don't know. We're actually having some hard times keeping up with all of the stuff I'm trying to plant down, so I guess this was just free skills for Samantha. 1 level. It's not worth a lot, to be honest. Probably could have saved that CPU interface for somebody else, but it's interesting to know that it exists. I am proud to say that I've reworked the walls on my entire building, so we have proper thermal insulation with the bricks. Carbon nanotubes are the only better option that I know of, but obviously very, very expensive. So I'm trying to max out that thermal insulation. It's at least reasonable enough that we're going to be minimizing how much heat is lost or how much heat is absorbed during the extreme seasons. Will it make a difference in the end? I don't know. I really think I need to turn off these dang orbital antennas for a while. I mean, I hate to do it because I want to find the dang spaceships, but we have 0 power, man. These things are just sucking it all up. What is this? Hold on. Emmeline, in her brilliant chef's mind, has come up with something called monster spaghetti. New species means new recipes. All right, so we make some whole grain spaghetti. We boil it till half done, add the meat and some local root vegetables, dice them up, then make sure that the meat loses its green tint. Right, okay, a new chef's recipe, huh? So if you take a look down over here, yep, there it is, monster spaghetti. A good way of using up the insect meat. Wow, okay, you know what? I mean, if you can find someone who's willing to eat it, I say go ahead, make it. Oh gosh, dang it, another solar flare? Would you guys freaking stop it? Ah! It's the moon, I'm telling you. That moon's got it out for me. The longer the game goes on, the harder and harder things are gonna get. For God's sake, even more aggressive animals. Ah! I was just about to say, we finished crafting our first sniper rifle, so I can re-equip things for Samantha once she wakes up. And then we can go and try to take out some of those bug nests and get carbon nanotubes, because that's a big bottleneck for me right now. But if they're going to keep throwing more stuff at me, that's going to get a little bit difficult. Oy vey. All right. Well, let's see. What are your stats looking like right now? You're mostly okay, and Jack's mostly okay too. We're going to draft both of you, and together, you're going to have to kill off these bugs twice as fast. Weird thing, though, if you actually have 2 people paired together, the animals seem a little bit more aggressive. So what I have observed in the past is you could take a shot at them and you could back off for a bit and they'd pretty quickly lose interest. But that does not appear to be the case if there are 2 snipers. They seem actually very capable of detecting 2 people. Maybe they just lost sight before, but this way they don't. Interesting. Very interesting. So one lone sniper has a bit more of an advantage than I gave them credit for. Well, even knowing that's the case, I still think it might be worth Samantha and Jack trying to take a few pot shots at these aliens over here at their nest. Though I'm a little scared of it, if I'm completely honest with you. These guys could swarm and do a lot of damage pretty quickly, and we did not bring armor, which was probably a mistake. But we were able to take one of them out pretty quick. We have drawn 10. Oh, frick me. All right, run. Never mind. Not worth it. Run. Holy crud. Get out of there. Oh my God, get out. Good news is these guys do still have an eventual range where they'll give up. So that's good. We can still probably draw them out about this far and then kind of finish them off. Whoop. Okay, yeah, see, they're getting stuck right here. This is where they are backing off, so about this distance from a nest. That's a pretty long aggro radius, I'm not gonna lie. They'll chase you for a while, but okay. Yeah, you guys go back home, go get something to eat, take a nap or something, and hopefully these guys will bleed out. Never mind, these guys are still chasing. Uh-oh. Now my question is, do these nests keep spawning more of these guys, or am I gonna be free to go ahead and take a few of them out? Looks like we're back up toward like 10 again. Okay, so that kind of makes me think that, yeah, maybe these nests keep spawning more. In which case, just taking out these groups here ain't gonna be good enough. I need to actually have enough firepower to punch through these guys and get in here and destroy the nests. Dude, that's actually kind of a hard ask. That said, we seem to be doing okay, so let's go ahead and start poking at this thing. Never mind, one of the big guys is heading toward me. We can take him out easy. Perfect. All right, and the big nest is down, and I actually got a Steam achievement. Sound off. I'm guessing it's because you're supposed to attack with a pretty large group, and you're supposed to see who's left. So yeah, big deal that we just took that sucker down. Let's go ahead and mine these. That's 300 carbon nanotubes that I was just able to secure for myself. That's actually huge. And a severe heat wave is on its way, raising the temperature by 14 degrees Celsius. Ouch! Ouch! All right, well, the good news is we're heading in toward autumn anyway, so with any luck, it's gonna cool down a little bit to make up for that. Kind of wish I still had the alien apparatus so I could just trigger a cold wave to cancel it out, but I don't know if it works that way. Gonna do a quick check to see if anyone's out here with the orbital antenna. Do we detect anyone? No spaceships have been detected. What's this do to my power? It looks like during the day we can still charge at least a little bit, but only if the wind is blowing. Whenever the wind stops blowing, this whole thing shuts down. which is very, very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, gosh. Let's get some more solar panels and stuff figured out. As long as these turn off during the night, I don't know. Maybe we can find a way to kind of break even here. I just need to generate enough consistent power that I can keep this thing on all the time. I need to find out if anyone else is even out there. That's the whole point. It's like, hello? Anyone? Anyone out there at all? Or are we the only humans left in the star system? Oh, God, and some more animals just spawned angry right on top of Jack. Yeah, that's a little bit scary. When you're a little bit safer, maybe you can go ahead and take a quick shot at one or two of these guys. But yeah, let's try really hard not to die to these stupid things. Yeah, every time we have that radio on, it's gonna be a risk. I think something that I need in this game is a faster method of actually getting around on the map. Because a simple project, like running all the way out to that nest we just took down to gather up some carbon nanotubes, is basically an all-day endeavor, and by the time that our people finish with that, they are at meltdown point and everyone else is already asleep. Faster ways to getting around would be very, very helpful indeed. I wonder if that's something we'll ever see in the near future. Oh gosh dang it, and even more aggressive animals. This time something new though, I've never seen these before. Horned insects. Yeah, these things look absolutely awful. Okay, difficulty ramps up yet again. See how bad these things are. Holy frick, they are fast. Oh, dear me. Oh, no. Oh, very bad. Holy crud. Take some shots. Oh, there we go. Yowzas. These are stupidly quick. Yeah, I really would rather not mess with these guys. Yeah, I really don't think that these are going to be good for me. If you're going to be fighting these, looks like you need to have at least a bit of backup. We're definitely beyond the point where Jack can handle all these groups on his own. No. If he's got one or two of these things chasing after him, he would die for sure. So the pulse rifle could be very good in a pinch to stun those guys. 3 snipers is probably enough to take off one at a time. Any more than that, and I think we're still asking for death. Yikes, dude. Yikes. Well, in the meantime, we're holding steady on our power, so it looks like we finally got enough of that up and running that the orbital antennas can definitely keep going. Why this one's going so much faster than the other one? Woo, woo, woo. I don't know, but he is. Anyway, we're doing okay on some of our electronics and stuff. Actually, we're completely out of electronics. I take that back. That's terrible. Need to get this sucker repaired and we can keep going on it. Plenty of carbon nanotubes to go around means we could, if we want to, start building out some of these walls. It takes some alloys and 5 nanotubes as opposed to 5 bricks. Yeah, we've actually got enough nanotubes that could actually insulate most of the house a bit more, but that feels somewhat unnecessary and wasteful. I think I'd rather just continue getting as much electronics together, get some more of those sniper rifles, or even better yet, let's stop making any more of those, and let's try making a couple of the advanced. Yeah, the advanced railguns. Those could be kind of fun for me. In the meantime, though, all we're waiting for is a ship. If we can just find an orbital ship who can maybe respond to our distress signal, well, then maybe we can get off this dang rock. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Oh my gosh, Rita, quick, got engaged! Subscribe and hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.